Medaka. Look at them all. Move this back. Big net. Transfer them into the pond bowl. Oh, there's two Medaka right there. Medaka time. Ooh, look at them. They'll snack on that. Oh, there you go.
Hoʻomalu. Hana Hui A Maui. Hana
Aloha, my ohana. It is your boy back with another aquatic adventure. Now, if you're new to the channel, we talk about everything in the aquarium hobby, and today we're going to be talking about my Medaka. Yeah, it is Medaka time. It's been about a month since I even touched base and showed you guys my beautiful Medaka. If you don't know what a Medaka is, it's a Japanese rice fish that can live outside in ponds, in little mini pond bowls. You don't need a heater, you don't need a filter. But before I flip this camera around and show you my Medaka mini bowl that I created, I'm going to show you a video last month when I added some plants in the mini bowl. I added some water lettuce and I added some salvia. Now, both of those plants are floating plants and they serve a really good purpose to filter the water. They will suck all the nitrites and nitrates out of the water to help purify the water to make it a lot more cleaner for the fish. I don't have an aerator in there at all. That is it. It's super simple. Now, as you saw in that video there, the plants that I put in there multiply like crazy. So let me flip this camera around and show you what it looks like now. Ooh-wee, would you look at that? Salvia and water lettuce creating a total shady, safe spot for my Medaka. Now, I can actually simply move this back and you can see the pond bowl. It's super clear. You can see right down to the bottom. You can see some Medaka over here. But this just keeps them safe. They really love the shade. But not only that though, what I do with a lot of this is I'll take like a good handful, especially the salvia, and this will free up some space. A nice big handful of this stuff. And what I do is I take it and I put it in my above ground pond for my koi fish, and what they'll do is they'll snack on that. In about I don't know, a couple minutes, all of that salvia will be gone, and it's a nice little snack, a healthy snack for my babies. So I'll just go ahead and get a nice little handful of this stuff. I really love the water lettuce. If I put water lettuce in here, they'll also destroy it too, but would you look at that, huh? It's a nice little snacky snack for my babies, and they're all doing great. Speaking of the above ground pond, let's show you the bog filter. Look how much growth has happened over a month. Let me show you what the bog filter looked like when I planted this orange canna inside it. As you can see, they were just sprouting. They were super little. And then, you know, of course, obviously now look how much they've grown. Flowers have bloomed. And when you see plants in your bog filter like this growing, they serve just like this serves a purpose, and it helps filter the water. Now, it's not just being filtered through the plants. As you can see, I have a mountain tree filter mat right there that helps take care of the big particles. And then inside this big bog filter, I have a series of crates full of pea pebble and mini lava rock to serve as a biological filtration as well. So double the filtration in this bog filter. Water comes back out, gets sucked in through the bottom drain down there. You can't really see it. One big, beautiful cycle. Now that we created some space in here, oh, look at, there's a Medaka. Oh, there's two Medaka right there. My beautiful tricolor Medaka. How you guys doing? Pretty, huh? Anyways, they love this little shady spot here. Oh, there's another one right there. And so what I'm going to do next is take some of my baby Medaka and transfer them into the pond bowl. Now, I separated the Medaka. I actually have 2 batches of fry, and you'll see how much they've grown in just 1 month. And you'll see different sizes too, because there was an earlier batch and then a little bit of a later batch. So you'll see various sizes, but what I've been doing is separating them. Let me flip this camera on and show you guys my little Medaka Japanese rice fish breeding project. Check it out. Okay, so now when it comes to breeding these little beauties, you don't need much. I have 2 totes. I'm not running any aeration, no filter, but what I did was I took a handful of the floating plants, the salvia, and some of the water lettuce, and I'll show you in a video right here. I take it out, I put a little bit in each one of these totes, and we are going to reveal, take these covers off, and we're going to see how much, wow, I've never actually saw it, to be honest with you. I only saw the little, oh my gosh. So we have the entire, both of these 5-gallon totes full of salvinia and water lettuce. Man, I told you, this stuff is like, it grows like crazy. And you want it to grow because that means it's doing its job by filtering the water. Now, let me see if I can move some of this back. Whoa. Oh yeah, there's a ton of fry swimming down. Look at them all. These are all tricolor fry, all different sizes. Now, what I did was I transferred a lot of the bigger ones in this tote here. All right, let's see if we can actually move some of this and see some of the bigger fry. It may be hard. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's some of the bigger ones. So what we're going to do is, ooh, look at them. Some of them are really pretty if they move into the light there. Wow, I haven't seen these guys up close because obviously they've been shielded with this. So I'm actually going to take some of this out and put it in this tote. Wow, it's so active over there. Look how active it is. Look at all the Medaka. We got some big ones in there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take a lot of these floating plants out, put it in this tote, and then we're going to net the real big ones and stick them in the mini pond bowl that I have. All right, now that we've done that, we actually can see these guys a lot better. Look at, ooh, this one right here with some color. Look at that one there. That one has some pretty cool color. If I can zoom in and focus, it's kind of hard. They're really active and they are moving around, and my camera is having a problem focusing on these guys. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my Medaka net, actually from my boy Jackson, the Medaka Lair. Go check him out, all right? Give him a follow on Instagram. But not only that though, he makes these beautiful handmade nets. Let me show you. Look at this thing. Absolutely gorgeous, right? Look at that. Big net too. So I can actually come in here, go deep, and then come up and right underneath them, and I can actually net like 10 to 15 at once. So now that I have these in a little bit of a net, we can get a little bit more closer look at them. Look at them all. Woo, look at the colors. Look how pretty. Now in this net here alone, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. We have 11 in this little scoop alone. So what I'm gonna do is take it. Woo, we're gonna lift it up. No, don't jump. They're little jumpers, but thank goodness this net is really big. So we do have 11 total. I just wanted to double check and make sure. And I'm introducing them to the bigger ones that are full grown in here. And as you can see, the difference in size comparison, look at them all. Woo! They're big enough to where, you know, they're not going to get eaten by the bigger ones. So that's why I kind of had a little system. So I basically take the bigger ones out of this tote and separate them from the smaller ones. And then I go back, and once these get a nice size, I'll net them and put them in the big mini pond or the little mini pond bowl. And then I'll keep the smaller ones together. There looks like there's 2 more in here. So we're going to go ahead and net the 2. I think I can get them both in one scoop with this net from my boy Jackson. There you go. We got them both. Look at them. Feisty little buggers, huh? 11, 12, and 13. So we have 13 Medaka that we added to this mini pond bowl. Now, as you can see, this tote is completely empty. And if you're wondering about biological media, there you go. I have lava rock there at the bottom. These things don't need much. They're really tiny fish. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up all of this and transfer all of those floating plants into this tote, and then I'm going to separate the larger ones and put them in here and leave the smaller ones in there. All right, here we go. I had to wait for the perfect time of the day to shoot this video so you can actually see them all. Look at it. It's close up. Look at all those. Oh my gosh, we're talking hundreds at least. And you can see some larger ones in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to net the larger ones and stick them in this tote here. So I'll back out and you can see the setup. Really simple. 2 5-gallon totes, no electricity, no filter, no heater. I'll get my big net, go underneath and come up and kind of separate all the big ones from the small ones. As you can see, this net is actually perfect. Look how many I can scoop up in one single net. So what I'm going to do is separate those and stick the larger ones in there. I'll take my smaller net and separate them and put them in this one here. There's some big ones in here. It kind of takes a little bit of a skill, kind of like, you know, trying to get the big ones and not the small ones. But with time, it's pretty easy to do. And there we go. Now we have them both evenly covered with the right amount of plants. We have the larger ones in here. We have smaller ones in here. And we'll grow those out too as well, which will, gosh, probably be within the next couple weeks. They'll be almost full grown. I take these covers and I just place them halfway. So there's a little bit of sunlight that goes in to the totes, but they're not fully exposed into the sun. And you can see some of the babies down over there in the corner hanging out, wanting some food. Look at them. And the same with over here. I don't even know if we're going to be able to see them. There's not that many big ones in this one. I think we put like, I don't even know, maybe a total of like 20 larger ones in here. So yeah, let's go over to the mini pond bowl and give them some food and watch them come up to the surface and eat. We got this little spot right here. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some food right in there. We'll see them come to the surface here and start feeding. Oh, there you go. See the difference between a large adult and the smaller ones? Big color difference too, right? I knew they were going to come over here and start feasting. Ooh, look at them all now. Now it's like a piranha frenzy, right? Look at them all eating. Yeah, and it took me a month to grow these. So if you were wondering on how long the Medaka process is, that's it. I started off feeding them egg yolk, but it was hard-boiled egg yolk. Threw in little flakes of that, and they would sit there and feast on the egg yolk until they got big enough to eat these smaller micro pellets. And they absolutely love it. I got to go by my boy Jackson's house and pick up some diamond dust. Yeah, I said it. Diamond dust Medaka. And he also has his own food for Medaka. Jackson, I'm coming for you, boy. We're going to hit up Jackson. We're going to check out the Medaka lair. If you guys are interested in any Medaka, he does have some for sale. Go check him out. Follow him on Instagram. DM him. He ships anywhere in the U.S. He also makes beautiful nets like I showed you earlier. It makes it easy to scoop the Medaka up too as well. And yeah, he also has food. So I can't wait to stop by, check out some Medaka, and pick up some diamond dust, because guess what? Over there on the other side of the pond, we have another mini pond bowl that is completely empty. And there you have it, my beautiful tricolor Japanese rice fish, better known as Medaka. If you guys are interested in purchasing any type of Medaka, go check out my boy Jackson over at the Medaka Lair. I'll put his page right there to his Instagram. Go give him a follow. But not only that though, shoot him a DM. He ships anywhere in the US, and these fish are absolutely gorgeous. Very, very low maintenance. I want to say they're better than the fancy guppy, because you don't need a heater, you really don't need a filter, but just throw some, you know, floating plants. That's going to help filter the water. So low maintenance, you can keep them outside. You can actually keep them in a nice beautiful pond bowl like I created. And if you guys want to see how I created that pond bowl, I'll leave a card up above. It's based on the beautiful pond bowl that I made for them. It'll give you some ideas and some inspiration. So other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, much love, and aloha.
Hana Hui A Maui.